Hello everyone. For our first Ballet for Figure Skater class, I'm gonna go over some of the basic foundation of our program, which is based on the Vaganova methodology and adjusted to the needs of figure skaters. So we're going to dive right in with what we call the myofascial self-massage. We're going to go into a small straddle, flexing the feet, squeezing your quads, and having a nice tall flat back. We're going to just very easily and slowly go forward with your elbows on the floor and trying to maintain a flat back, trying to just see how we feel to start without pushing anything. Notice if you hold some tension in some places, and then we're just gonna go right back up. And now start the massage. We're gonna have one leg just relaxed place on the other one, making a fist on one side and using the pointy part of your knuckles. We're going to massage with the pointy part of your knuckles underneath your foot. For this part, it's probably best you go barefoot, not even socks or ballet shoes, so you can really feel your feet and really massage it properly. You're going to massage a bit through everywhere around the foot, the bottom, sides, edges, top. Has to feel a little bit uncomfortable. Then we're going to crunch the toes in. Imagine as if you're grabbing something, really using your muscles to squeeze and hold for a few seconds. Then we're going to mobilize our toes, really trying to articulate them as much as you can, as if they were fingers. Then we're trying to open them up with using our own fingers to get a little bit more movement, a bit more circulation going in there. Now we're gonna stretch the toes back for a few seconds, just the toes part. And then I'll show you from the side. We're going to go back onto the leg. And we're going to imagine a straight line running up and down the middle of the foot. And along that line, I want you to try and fold your foot in half as if you were to make a sandwich. We're gonna do that at the top of the foot, middle of the foot, bottom. Repeat it a couple times. And then from here, maintaining a nice flat back as if you had a wall behind you. We're going to grab the toes and extend the leg. I don't need a super high extension for now. Just make sure your leg is fully straight and you're squeezing your quad for full and safe extension. I'm gonna make a fist again, pointy part of your knuckles again, and we're gonna go and massage underneath the leg, the back line of your leg, wherever you feel like you're holding the most tension. It might be a different spot for each one of us, and it might even be a different spot each day based on the training you had the day before and based on what you've done that day. And then we're gonna repeat the same thing on the other side. Let's start from the beginning. Other leg, make a fist, pointy part of your knuckles. You're gonna dig under the foot. Remember, it has to be strong enough to actually release some of the tension of all the muscles and ligaments and tendons under the foot. And make sure you do it a little bit everywhere. And then we're gonna crunch the toes in, really contracting the muscles in the toes. And then wiggle the toes around, try and get as much movement as possible in every single toe. And then moving the toes around. And stretching them back. And don't press the leg back on. I'm gonna show you from a different angle this time. We imagine the straight line running up and down. And we try to fold the foot in half. At the top, middle, bottom, and repeat. And then we're going to go grab the leg, have it fully straight, even if it's not high, back is flat, and we go and massage again with the pointy part of your knuckles, whichever area in your leg, in the back of the leg that feels like it's holding the most tension. Okay, from here, we're gonna go back to our straddle and see if we're feeling like everything has loosened up already, much more compared to earlier. And yes, I definitely feel it. I'm much looser now. So that is to show how massaging your myofascia, which is a connective tissue that covers your whole body, just by doing that, it's like doing a pre-warm-up. So you're already feeling like already kind of prepared for what comes next. Now we're going to do the front line of our myofascia to make sure we have a nice pointed toes and extend the legs. And we're gonna start with 2 fists this time. pointy part of your knuckles again. We're gonna start from the kneecap, so if you have your pants fully up, that might be more helpful. Starting from the kneecap, right on the side of this bone, your tibia, we're gonna go all the way down, pressing pretty hard through the knuckles, on top of the ankle, and coming back up for about 10 times. And make sure you're keeping the pressure because you really wanna release all the tension in all the muscle, ligaments, and tendon that are attaching to your tibial bone. And after about, I lost count, but after, let's say 8 to 10 times, we're going to start from right at the kneecap again, one hand above the other one, and we're gonna squeeze and then give a little shake, and then make our way down, squeeze and shake, make your way down all the way on top of the ankle, and then we come back up, again squeezing and shake, make sure you do it strongly enough. And then from here, we're going to place one leg on top of the other one. We're going to place one hand behind your Achilles tendon, which is this big tendon, and then the other hand in the front of your toes. My back hand is going to push the Achilles tendon forward, the other hand is going to pull the toes back, and we're just going to give you a good stretch through your ankle. Just make sure as you do this that you don't sickle your ankle, you don't break the line of your ankle. We're going to keep a nice straight line so we don't sickle the ankle. I'm going to hold for a few seconds. And ready from here, I want you to go back for a second to a seated position and go through your best toe points and see if the side we just massaged feels a bit better. See already the side I just massaged, and it's already going a little bit lower than this one, which I haven't massaged yet. So just by releasing that tension, my toe point on this side is already getting a little bit better. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Start from the kneecap, pressing with the pointy part of our knuckles. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we're gonna go one hand above the other, squeeze and shake, again releasing all the tension in the peroneal muscle and tibialis muscles, and then come back up. And then we'll place the leg on the other one, giving it a good stretch through the ankle, making sure we maintain that straight line and we don't sickle it. And hold for a bit. And then let's go and see if both sides now look like they're kind of even. Yes, much, much better. Okay, and now we're ready to go and put our skates on. All right, the next exercise is the first one of our skates on exercises. And this one is focused to truly gain awareness and feeling of what it is like to have a flexed and a fully extended, so a pointed toe position inside your skating boots. So we're gonna start from laying on your back, legs up in the air at 90 degrees. And we're gonna make sure that your tailbone is gonna stay attached to the floor, so we're not gonna lift it off. From here, arms with your palms down to the sides. We're going to engage our thigh muscle, our quads, really strongly to have a full and safe extension of the knees. I don't want to see your knee kind of sticking out. And from here, we're going to start from strong flex position, going through a demi point on one count to the music. At this point, we're going to feel the ball of the foot pressing against the floor of the boot. And then we're going to go to a full toe point extension, and we're going to feel like the toes are elongating inside your skates, not crunching. And we're going to make sure that we feel like the heels are slightly coming off the floor of the boot. And then we're going to reverse back through the ball, pressing the ball on the floor of the boot, flexing hard, squeezing. And we're going to repeat a bunch of times to truly have fully awareness of the proper correct positioning for extension. Big point, making sure that we're not crunching the toes when we try to extend, but we feel them getting long and extended. All right. 7, 8. And we go demi point, follow the foot, and long toes, point. reverse, demi, and flex. Feel the squeeze through the thighs. And again, demi point, and long, long toes, no crunch. And demi, and flexing, feeling the burn. And demi point. Long extended toes. And demi, continue to feel the squeeze. And flex. Demi point. Long toes. And demi point, ball of the foot. And flex. And demi, pressing on the ball. And full extension. Demi point, feel the burn throughout. And flex hard. Keep breathing as you go, demi. Long, long, long. And demi, breathing in and flexing, breathing out. And demi, relaxing the shoulder, long toes. Demi, ball of the foot. And flex. And demi, don't let go of the quads. And long toes. And demi, we're starting to burn a little bit everywhere, and flex, that's good. And demi, and elongating as much as we can. And demi, pressing on the ball. Flex. One more time. Demi, breathing in. Long toes, breathing out. And demi, and flex. Relax the shoulders. And relax. Shake it off. It's a lot of work. Those little ligaments and tendons in your toes and feet. Okay, the next exercise is going to be another squeeze on exercise. This one is designed to really gain full focus and awareness on proper alignment of the whole body, proper biomechanics of a good knee bend and ankle bend, while still maintaining a good lift and good stance in the upper body. Okay, we're going to do this facing whatever you're holding. Unfortunately, I don't have my ballet bar here today, so I will be holding the wall. I will show you from this angle so that you get a bit of back and it's a little bit of the side of me so you can see a little bit better. Whatever you're holding, I suggest as well the wall, unless you have maybe a very high chair that reaches about your belly button height. But whatever you're holding, make sure that you know the correct distance from what you're holding. So we want to have the shoulder bone in line with your elbow. Make sure that you don't have your elbows too far back. That means you'll be too close to what you're holding. And make sure your elbows are not too far away forward. That means you will be too far. So this is where you want to be from whatever you're holding, more or less. Even if that's the wall, you'll be about that height, okay? All right, I'll show you the exercise quickly with counts without the music, and then we'll try it together with music on. So you're gonna be holding with two hands, whatever you have there. Feet are gonna be in parallel. You're gonna feel a good squeeze through the quads, squeeze your butt. Belly button is gonna pull inwards and lifting up as if your spine is being stretched upwards, and shoulders in line with the hips. From here, we're gonna go deep demi-plie, 1 and 2. Your back stays flat, your knees are going over the toes. Then we're gonna deepen as much as we can at the bottom. Keep pressing the heels down, feel a good stretch through your Achilles tendon. And then push back up on 3 and 4. Squeeze your quad muscle to lift up. Releve 5 and 6. We're gonna hold up there on 7 and lower with control on 8. We're gonna repeat all of that one more time. And then we're gonna add a little challenge. Go a little bit faster for the next demi. 1, deepen, and 2, stretch. Squeeze the kneecap pulled up, and then we're gonna lift up 3 and 4 from lifting up. So now see my heels are still in releve. We're gonna go into a demi-plie from a releve position. So 5 and 6, heels are still up without lowering. Then we stretch back to releve on 7, lower on 8. We're gonna repeat that one more time. And then we're gonna repeat all of that one time on each foot in a position that we call sur le coup de pied back. So I want you to think about really pointing your toes, elongating the toes inside the boot. We're going to place the leg in a turnout, meaning you're rotating from your hip socket. And from that position, you're going to place your heel onto that little spot where your calf ends and it meets your ankle. So right at the end of your calf where your ankle starts, that's where you're gonna press your heel, and you're going to go and do the whole exercise from there. Just watch from this position that you don't sickle your ankle, so it's not gonna go like this. Your toes are gonna be pushing away from the other skate and not just kind of rest there, okay? All right, let's give it a try with music. 5, 6, nice and tall. 7, squeezing in and up. 8, and then we plie. 1, nice and deep, knees over the toes. 2, we deepen, push back up. 3, and 4, squeeze the quad, lift. 5, 6, hold it up there. 7, and we control it down. 8, again. 1, 2, feel the good stretch in the Achilles, stretch. Squeeze, belly button is in and up, we lift. We hold, and we lower. Now a bit faster. 1, and stretch. 2, squeeze. 3, 4, we go plie from releve. 5, 6, here are still up. Stretch, and lower. One more time. 1, stretch the Achilles, deepen, and 2, squeeze. 3, 4, and down. Keep your heels lifted. 6, and we stretch, and we lower onto the right leg. 1, deep. 2, stretch. 3, and squeeze, lift up. 5, get tall. 6, hold, and we lower. Now a bit faster. 1, and 2, stretch up. 3, hold. 4, plie from releve. 5, heel stays up. 6, and we stretch, watch your knee, and lower, other side. 1, 2, deepen, push back up. 3, and squeeze, feel your quad burning, lift. 5, 6, hold. 7, and control it down, a bit faster. 1, and 2, squeeze your quad. 3, belly button in and up, and we go plie from releve, and we stretch, and we lower. And our next exercise is the last one of the skate song for today, and before we do a nice stretch and cool down at the end. And this one is going to be all about proper biomechanics and positioning and alignment for stroking. So again, we're going to be using the wall to hold on to, same positioning of the arms, same height as we talked about in the previous exercise. And for this one, I will show you the timing and what we're going to do. So you're going to be facing the wall again, or whatever you're holding. I will show you from the side first so you can see my feet a little bit better. We're going to start with feet in parallel, again side to side. We're going to press deeply into good, strong demi-plie 1 and 2, where again, we're tracking the knees right on top of the toes, and we maintain a tail down and a nice flat back with a good stretch, pulling up from the belly button. Then from here, we're going to go 3 and 4 onto a upside down T position, as if you're about to do a stroking push onto the ice. And then on 5 and 6, we maintain the knee bend. We start push away into our stroke. I know you won't be able to glide obviously, but do your best to kind of mimic the stroking position. We're gonna make sure that this is nice and deep. This one starts to feel a good squeeze through the quad to have a fully extended knee, although our heel is still, our feet is still on the ground. We're using the side of the blade to push off, and then from here on, we did 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. On 7, we start to lift off the leg. Really try not to lean forward with your upper body. I really want to focus on maintaining the shoulders on top of the hips, nice strong torso. 5 and 6, 7 we lift off, and then on 8 we're gonna try, maybe if you don't feel like it today we can do another time, you're gonna try and let go of the hands from the wall. I'll just show you my arms from here so you can see me. From this position On 8, you're gonna try for 1 count and let go. Go to a nice rounded position. Our second position, elbows are up, don't let them sink in. Nice rounded, as if you're hugging a big beach ball. And hold that into your stroking position for count 8. If you feel like it today, if not, you can still holding on for today. Maybe we'll get better as we go. And then you're going to rise back up, bring your feet together nicely, and then we're gonna re-bend again onto the next count of 8, 1 and 2. Okay, we're gonna repeat it a few times. Okay, I'm breathing hard. I hope you are too. This stuff is hard work if you do it properly. Okay, let's try with music. You will see me now struggle a little bit as well once I try to let go on count 8. So that is totally normal. As long, again, have your guards on, have your yoga mat underneath, so there's no slipping and sliding. Anytime you feel like you're losing your balance, even if it's just 1 count, just go right back onto the wall. And as long as you stay safe, we're just gonna keep on working on that balance and alignment. 5, 6, nice and tall, kneecap pulled up, tail down, belly button in and up. And deeply bend. 1, 2, T position. 3, keep the knee bent. 4, pushing back. 5, 6, shoulders are on top of the hips and we let go. 7, and maybe we try 8, and rise back up. 2, other leg. 3, 4, extend. 5, squeeze your quad. 6, we're letting go. 7, and maybe we try 8, rise back up. 1, 2, don't arch your back. 3, keep the knee bent. 4, push off, feel the extension, squeeze the quad, and lift off. Don't lean in front. And 8, and rise back up. 1, 2, T shape. 3, 4, and push off, squeeze the quad, let go, long toes, and let's balance, and back in. And 1, 2, tail is still looking down. 4, extend. 5, feel the full extension through the hip, and let go, point the toes, and challenge your balance, back up. 1, 2, keep breathing. 3, 4, push off side of the blades and extend, and we come up, and let go, up in, and bend. 2, 3, shoulders in line with the hips, we extend, we do not lean forward, and we come up, and we try and see if our balance is a bit better, come back up and bend. 3, 4, keep breathing in and out. 5, 6, squeeze the quad, and we let go, point, and hold. Woo. And down on 1, deep. 3, 4, and push. 5, squeeze the quad. 6, letting go, long toes, and balance, back in, keep the knees over the toes. 2, keep them bent. Don't forget the left through the torso. Extend, squeeze the quad, and long toes, don't lean forward, and balance, come back in, strong hips. Whew, and shake it off. Okay. Okay, we have survived the skates on exercises. I hope you had fun with them. And now we're gonna end our lesson with a bit of a strengthening but also stretching of the front and back of the line of our ankles and legs that we just used a lot. So now we have no skates. You can be bare feet. Let your feet relax and breathe. And we're gonna get into this last exercise. I'm gonna show you slowly without the music first, what we're gonna go into as a sequence. So you're gonna start from a nice relaxed child pose. On count 1, we're gonna pop up into a downward dog. So we're gonna go up, downward dog. From here, 1 and 2, we're gonna go up onto your knuckles, 3 and 4. And then on 5 and 6, we're gonna go down and stretch the front of your ankle, 5, push up 6. On 7 and 8, we go up onto our toes again. And then we're gonna make nice big circle through our ankles, going fully around towards the outside. 1, go fully down to stretch the Achilles, and then back up on 2, and then again 3 down and up 4. And then we're gonna reverse whichever direction of the circle you did. I went outwards, now I'm gonna go inwards. 5 down and up around 6, and around 7 and 8. And then quickly down into child pose for a second, and pop back up again on 1, and we repeat it 1 more time. Okay, this is the last thing we do. So let's feel our ankles and toes nice and mobile again after we had our skates on. 5, 6, breathing in, 7, and breathing out. And 1, downward dog, 2, up on our toes, 3, 4, and we then stretch the front, 5, and stretch up, and down on your toes again, big circles, and around and down and back up, and again, around and down and back up, reverse the circle, around, down, stretch your Achilles and back up, and stretch your Achilles and back up, then relax for a second, pop back up, and 1, 2, up onto our knuckle, 3, 4, feel that good stretch to the front of your ankle, and back up, and onto our toes again, and ready to go around, and circle, down, stretch your Achilles, and back up, breathe, around, and breathe out, other side, and around, down through the Achilles, and up, breathing in, and breathing out, and lower onto child pose. All right, and that was the end of our Ballet for Figure Skater class. I hope you enjoyed it. And from here, we're gonna keep on building. I hope to see you again soon.